talk about your home, because really selecting an exterior color for your home is no easy task, and it's something you want to be 100% sure of before you start painting. Our design guru, my best friend, Thomaz, is back on the couch to talk us through how to select the right exterior color for your home. And I know what you're going to say. He's my best friend.
I was about to say, when did we do the friend swap here?
Last week.
So
we have years on us.
Yeah, we have years on us. Come on.
But you're fabulous.
You're here. It's a triangle of sorts.
Totally.
Let's talk about painting. Yes,
sure.
You bring all the color to our lives, but when it comes to painting and selecting exterior paint color for our homes, that's a whole different consideration altogether.
It really is, especially where you live, right? So yeah. I live in Burkop, so for me, I need a bold color because that's very traditional, right? And choosing a color that's timeless and sophisticated is also really important to fit in within the community. But when you're choosing a paint color for your home, again, it goes like, what would make you happy when you arrive home every day to see that? You know, like you want it to feel timeless because you also want to live in a space that you feel proud of, right?
Yeah.
So going too bold, I wouldn't recommend. I would stay very neutral and do a bit of a contrast with it. My ultimate favorite is a white house with black window frames and black doors because it's timeless. Yeah, exactly, right?
Really?
And beautiful greenery, it just stands the test of time.
Yeah.
But if you want color, I would just go for a neutral color.
Okay. Is it weird that I'm actually obsessed with black houses at the moment? Everything black, like matte black with brown finishing. But obviously that is not trending at the moment. And that's why you're here to tell us what are the color trends for the season or just that we can expect to see.
Yeah, just say I love black houses as well. It really is. We're doing a beach house in Scarborough, and that's going to be pretty epic in black, right? Exactly, right?
Wow.
Can I come shoot there?
But I do think, you know, from a trend point of view, a lot of jewel tones are coming through, which I think is really lovely, and those are also really timeless. There's a really great palette that you can choose from, especially with PLASCON's range. And I think at the end of the day, again, it really needs to evoke an emotion within you to be, you know, to love that, because you're coming home to it every single day.
The thing is, there's more to paint than just paint, than just color. Quality is very important in paint.
Right.
Why?
Because you don't want to redo it that often, right? And the cost behind it, so people always think that it costs a lot up front, because it really does, because it can get really pricey, but rather spend the extra cash and just make sure you've done a proper job. And, you know, you choosing a good quality paint, you have guarantees and warranties and all those wonderful things that go with it. So do it properly. But what's also really important is to make sure you do the prep work first properly as well. So don't just go and paint an existing wall, treat the wall first, make sure it's ready to be painted so that the paint really does last longer.
The quality of the paint actually does come to life, that durability sticks. Love that.
There's nothing like taking a picture in your front room and then seeing that there's a spot that you missed right there
Isn't
because
it the
paint
worst?
is peeling. It's the worst. But if I was your client, how do you go about selecting that final color for the process?
It's a really good question, because I think that's where there's a lot of push and pull. At the end of the day, I always feel that when your base is beautiful and neutral, so just like a neutral base, which would be a cream or a grey or white or black, I feel like those colours really stand the test of time. And no matter what you put into your home or what you surround your home with from a gardening point of view, it will always complement. So I'm a really big fan of neutrality. I just think it becomes a lot more timeless. But also consider where you live. Like, I can't do that where I live because it would just be an eyesore.
I dare you imagine he actually changed his colour of his house in Burkop to black. Can you imagine?
No, there'd be riots and protests outside his house.
So much fun.
Let's talk about the different types of exterior paints that are available out there.
Right. So again, you want to get the most durable paint. So you want like a wall-and-all type of finish, which has... So some paints have like a bit of a granule in it, which is a lot better from durability, so it's easier to wash. And also the dust and dirt doesn't stick to it, which is really lovely. But again, just going for a really strong paint is the right way to do it.
You'll thank yourself.
100%.
We are thanking you, Thomaz. As always, so good to have you, my best friend.
Jane.
So much fun.
Listen, if you have a new painting project or looking to do a home makeover like me or Uncle Tabsy, PLASCON is here to give your home the look you've always dreamed of. Together, you know what? We've got this.